Hey there, my name is Marie Lally, and I'm a realtor with O'Brien Realty in Southern Maryland. I'm out at the Kingsview Model Home in White Plains in Charles County. This is a beautiful model by K&P Builders, and we've got exciting times ahead. We are closing out this community. We only have about 3 or 4 lots left, so it's a pretty exciting time for us. Anyway, the biggest question I get from buyers who walk through this door is what their payment is going to be. And I am not a lender, I am a realtor, but I do know how this structure works within the county for new homes. So there's a lot of things that you need to be aware of, and it gets pretty confusing because Charles County, they just do things different than any of the other surrounding counties. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through a little journey of how your payment is calculated. And in there, I'll discuss the fair share school tax, the front foot benefit, and certain other charges that are very prevalent with new homes within the county. Okay, to calculate a monthly payment on a new home in Charles County, we're first going to make a couple assumptions. So the first assumption is that the sales price, we're just going to pick $450,000. We'll pick an FHA loan type and an interest rate of 3.5% for 30 years. So on an FHA loan, you're required to put 3.5% down, so at a minimum. So what that works out to is $15,750. They also charge upfront mortgage insurance premium, and that's 1.75% of the base loan amount. So that works out to $7,599. So when I take the $450 and I reduce it by the loan deposit, then I increase it by that upfront mortgage insurance premium. That brings us to $441,849. So to make my life easier, I'm just going to call it $442,000. So with an FHA loan, what you have is a payment that's comprised of principal and interest, tax and insurance, and mortgage insurance premium. So to calculate your principal and interest, first you have to use one of these charts, and this is a rate factor chart or a rate factor table. And you're going to find your interest rate, which is 3.5%, and your loan term, which is 30 years. And we'll see that that number that it gives us is 4.49. And what this is the cost per thousand for principal and interest. So to calculate it based on our scenario, we're financing $442,000. So 442 times that rate factor of 4.49 is going to give us $1,985, and that would be your principal and interest. So that's calculated the same way whether you're doing a new home or a resale home. Okay, next is calculating your taxes and insurance. And I'm going to have to make an assumption that the assessed value is the sales price, because in new construction, they're only really assessing the land at that point because they don't know the house that's going to be built. So let's assume that the assessed value is $450,000. So to calculate your monthly taxes, we're going to take the tax rate, which is 1.317, multiply it by 450,000, and technically divide it by 100, and then divide by 12 to get your monthly taxes. So it works out to $494 a month. The HOA in Kingsview, I'm just using this as an example, is $75 a month. The homeowner's insurance is also $75 a month. So the two fees that most buyers are unaware of are first the fair share school tax. And what that is an impact fee or an excise tax that the county charges to the home buyer in Charles County. And it is a $17,244 tax that's payable over the next 10 years. So what it adds to your payment is $175 a month approximately. And in neighboring counties like in PG, St. Mary's, and Calvert County, it's actually charged to the builder, and the builder includes it in the price of the house, and nobody really thinks about it much. It's just included in your mortgage, and you pay on it for the next 30 years. So the next fee is a front foot benefit or deferred utility tax, and that's a developer charge for the privilege of hooking up to public water and sewer. And this is prevalent on new construction homes more than in older homes. But anyway, this is a fee that might be $600 in one community and $1,500 in another community, and that's a charge that's annual. So in Kingsview, it was $1,200 annually. Dividing it by 12 gives me $100 a month. And this fee goes on for about 27 to 33 years. The great thing about Kingsview is we currently have, as part of our builder incentive, that the builder pays the full principal balance of the front foot fee off when you use our lender. So that $100 a month actually goes down to zero. So when I add up all of these costs over here, The total tax and insurance comes to about $919 a month. All right, to calculate the mortgage insurance premium. So this is a charge, and I use a very generic value. It's 0.85 as an annual multiplier, and then I divide that by 12, and I'm multiplying actually the loan amount. So that approximately works out to about $313 a month. And when I go and I add up to get the total payment, I'm adding the principal and interest, tax and insurance, and mortgage insurance premium. I get an estimated monthly payment of about $3,217. So there's one more thing that's important to know with new construction. And in most cases, when you're purchasing a new home, the buyer pays 100% of the transfer and recordation fees. In Charles County, TNRs are 2% for total transfer and recordation fees, and it's 2% of the sales price. If you are purchasing a resale, typically, not always, but typically, those transfer and recordation fees are split 50-50, with the seller paying 1% and the buyer paying 1%. But in this scenario here, and for most new construction, that 2% of the sales price is going to equal $9,000 in this scenario. So in addition to the transfer and recordation fees, you have additional loan costs. So there's escrows, appraisal, loan costs, survey costs, and more that make up your total closing cost. So in general, I would say on a new construction home, you're probably looking at somewhere around $26,000 to $27,000 for closing costs. And that would be for about a $450,000 house. Usually the builders do provide you with some closing help to help offset this fee right here. If you have any questions, please give me a call. Again, my name is Marie Lally, and my phone number is 301-748-8698.